Welcome to this final part of the story of Kimberly Bosire on this show of Diaspora Scholars TV, where we bring you stories about students who are really, the way they say it here, killing it. She's doing that in neuroscience and African American diaspora studies, as well as in chemistry at IU Bloomington, Indiana University, located in Bloomington, Indiana, in the U.S. So, I mean, Kim, we were talking, and I see you are very passionate, with school and with all the things you do. What really motivates you? I mean, what really makes you really, be really so focused and determined on that? I'm sure you have some role models. Earlier on, you talked about the influences of books like Think Big from Ben Carson, inspiring you to get into neuroscience. You talked about, your parents. So what is that real thing that you think drives you every single day?
I think it's my background and my parents, honestly, if I was going to say it again. Seeing where they came from and the struggles they went through, to seeing where they are now and the sacrifices they made for me to get to where I am. It motivates me, honestly. Like, it shows me that I have to do, there is no other plan. Like, I have to do this. I have to succeed because I have so much opportunity. And looking back at like my peers and like the fact that I'm here, I've come to the land of opportunity. So why take it for granted? Like, why not use it? Like, why not rinse it out completely? So I think that's my biggest motivator. Like, looking at my peers that I grew up or went to the same schools with, where they are now, because they don't have it the way I do. Still it's what gets me going.
It what gets you going. You talk about, your parents, working really hard to put you to where you are. Tell us a little bit about that. They came from Kenya, right?
Yeah, my parents are originally from Kenya as well, and my mom moved here when I was really young, and my dad joined us after. And like the sacrifices she made, for example, like she was working multiple jobs while still going to nursing school.
Wow.
Just to provide and make sure that I never lacked. Seeing the things that my dad also went through growing up, just so I could make sure I went to a good school. I had everything I needed.
Yeah.
And growing up, my dad would always tell me, Kim, your only job is to go to school. I don't care anything else you do. Your only job is to go to school. Even in college, like my mom's always harping on, I don't want you to work. I want you to focus on school and really like.
They provide you all you need to make sure you focus on school.
Exactly, and I can't take that for granted because I see my cousins, I see people that don't have it the way I do.
Back in Kenya.
Exactly, and it's hard to kind of sit and also see my peers who are also using it to their advantage, and then to choose not to. So I make sure that I understand the privilege that I have.
They made you think big.
Yeah, and it's I owe everything to them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, Kim's parents, if you are watching and you are my friends, you heard it from Kim today. She's very thankful at your sacrifices, and keep going. This has been a show that it's not really a show. These are real life experiences, but we call it a show just for the sake of packaging all these stories together. So one more thing, what is that advice you can give a girl like you in Kenya?
I think it's to use all your resources, whether it is like putting yourself out there, because it's hard. They don't have as much exposure as we do. Like, we have everything handed to us here in America. Like, all the resources are here and they're spoon fed to us, and it's just up to you to take it.
Take them, yeah.
And it just takes work, especially if you're coming from a country where it's a little bit harder to get these resources. And also, education is literally, with how we're progressing, that's the most powerful thing you could have right now. And I know it sounds so redundant and something that, a 37-year-old would be talking to you about, but I still believe it. Like, even if you're out there in high school, like, try to take the SAT and apply to school here. It's a possibility. And I know it's hard because you might not have anyone that's done it before, but it's still something you can try and do. Try and find a way to put yourself out there, even if it's uncomfortable, uncharted waters for you. But yeah, and really working for whatever you want. I think that's the only thing I can really tell you, because it really comes from
your heart.
Inside. Yeah.
Working for really what you want. Wow. That is powerful, really powerful indeed. One final thing. I mean, you've talked really well about, neuroscience. Where do you want to go after, like, you are done with undergraduate school? Where do you want to go?
So I want to go to med school. I want to become a doctor, pursue an MD. So after undergrad, hopefully take the MCAT and get accepted. And then kind of see where that will take me. Of course, like, I think I know what I want, which I kind of want to do emergency medicine or trauma.
Emergency medicine, okay.
But, you know, that might change after, like, clinicals.
Yeah, you know, you'll evaluate, you know, depending on where your strengths will be.
Exactly. And so, yeah, and then, you know, hopefully, yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, wow. This is a great story. It's not a story. This is a real-life experience of one Kimberly Bosire, really determined and focused to, you know, become a medical doctor. She's even decided some of the areas she's going to try in trauma, emergency medicine, name it. She's getting everything all set for success. You can do it too.
You can.
You really can, for sure. And as she can dance as well. She can also sing. Do you want to sing?
Oh, you want me to sing? You have to come see me. You have to come.
We have to come see you.
You have to pay for it.
I mean, are we not seeing you right now?
No. You Wanalipia.
Wanalipia?
Yes.
Oh, sure. I mean, definitely, no problem. And we'll really track your story for sure. And it's a very inspirational one. Actually, we're going to follow you through the entire remaining 2 years of college. Yeah. And occasionally we'll bring you back on the show every few months so that people can track how you are doing. Again, so keep tuned onto this show. Subscribe down below and hit the notification button, because we're going to track the life of Kimberly Bosire in school at IU Bloomington in Indiana in the U.S. We're going to find out how she's doing. We're going to see her sing and dance. We're going to see what she does when she's not doing what she said, right? I don't know what she does when she's not doing what she said. What else do you do? You go to church?
Oh, yes, I love church. I love singing again, so I do sing in church. I love sleeping.
Love sleeping?
I love eating.
I wonder whether you really sleep much with all those classes.
Oh, I prioritize sleep.
Oh, good.
Oh, yeah.
At least finally you got what you want, right?
Friday, 7 p.m., I'm done for school until Monday.
Let's talk about that. What do you do on the weekends?
I do dance.
Oh, you dance.
Hang out with my friends. Okay, this is frowned upon, but I will say it out loud. I bed rot. I stay in my bed.
That's a new one. That's a new one. If you're not a Gen Z like me, you bed rot.
Yes, I love bed rotting. Yeah.
I think this is gonna be the the most hit moment. She says she bed rots.
Yes.
Do you?
If you're frowned upon, but I do.
That's the fun part. Oh wow! What other fun thing do you do? I mean, you bed rot, you sing, you dance, but that takes up almost all your time, right?
Yeah. And I think I work well with structure, so having a moment for everything.
Oh.
Yeah.
No wonder you do neuroscience. I mean, well structured and well organized. I mean, we can't really, thank you more for coming on to this show.
Thank you for having me.
I know it's going to be, very inspirational, particularly to, girls all the way in Kisii. I mean, we've interviewed many, I should say students from Kisii. Last week, I interviewed probably 4 or 5 students from Kisii and folks. Does she even sound Kisii? Oh, wow. Did you hear that? Can you say hi in Kisii again?
Mbuyamore.
Mbuyamore. Mbuyamore. So she's not really faking it. She's a real true Kisii.
Yes.
What kind of foods do you eat at home?
Ugali.
Ugali?
I love managu and chinsaga.
She even said it chinsaga.
Yes, I cook in my apartment. I have my own ugali pots, my ugali flour. The mboga's in the freezer. My parents really stocked up.
Oh, wow. These are the things you want to find out. So she eats ugali, she eats managu, chinsaga, and all that. There's another hard question that I fear asking. They're going to ask because they are watching. She's not going to say whether she's single or married or she has a boyfriend. All right, so you're watching Diaspora Scholars TV. This has been a great moment. We want to thank you so much. I mean, it was really good for you to show up this Christmas moment. I know by the time people are watching, Christmas will be done. But it's actually Christmas Eve today in Indiana, in the U.S. It's about 4:15 p.m. in the evening. It's a warm winter compared to other winters. We are enjoying it, although the temperatures are around maybe 10 degrees Celsius, but we're really enjoying it for sure. So again, tune in to Diaspora Scholars TV for a continuation of this story. I will be tracking her life, when the schools resume. We'll see her dance. We'll record her wherever she goes, in the dorm, in the dining hall, etc., because we want to be able to inspire the next generation of scholars from Kenya. So with that, we want to thank you again, finally, and yeah, we are coming for you, folks. Gen Zs, wherever you are you, wherever you are in Texas, wherever you are in other states, we are really coming for you. Final word on that camera.
I am open for anyone that needs anything, help. You can find me on LinkedIn, put my name. You can even find me on Google. I have a website. You can go look me up.
What's your name on Google?
It's Kimberly Bosire.
Kimberly Bosire.
Yes. Find me on LinkedIn. There's a link. You can go find me and contact me. I'm always available.
Sure. And we'll also put Kimberly Bosire's profile on the Kenya Scientists in Diaspora website. You will find the same that she just talked about, the LinkedIn profile as well. Are you on IG?
Yes.
As known as?
KLMBERLEI. KLMBERLEI.
That's on IG?
Yes.
On X? Are you on X?
No.
All right. On Facebook?
Yes. Same thing as Instagram.
Okay, same thing as Instagram. You can always rewind if you didn't get it right. So, well, thank you so much. And we love to let you go. And, oh, man, you made me a Christmas already. You pulled a surprise on me with the dance thing, but it's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
The more you know.
The more I know, yeah. Last time, I talked to your dad, he's like, yeah, talk to Kim. She's really determined in school. I was like, you are the one saying it. I want to talk to Kim herself. I want to talk to Kim herself. And
you see, they're my biggest supporters. They're my biggest supporters.
They are, for sure. I can see the connection now. And I mean, you can't make your prouds any prouder than they are already, because you are destined for greatness. I can tell you, I've taught students before. I've taught high school. I've taught college. I've inspired many people. What I see in you when you mention Think Big is actually one of the very first books I also read as well. One of the first books I bought for myself was Think Big. One other one I can recommend is A Better Way to Live by O.G. Mandino. A Better Way to Live. There are about 17 rules to live by. To me, that's pretty much close to what Ben Carson also has written in that book. And many more. And it's books, folks. Yeah. It's books that change people's life. My name is Dr. Fidelis Ndombera. They call me Daktari. Goodbye. Oh.